My name is Rich Pelt. I'm with Pfizer Vaccine CMC Regulatory. And this morning I was speaking on an open session regarding the recent changes in the administration, specifically around Health and Human Services and FDA, and all the recent changes in staff and their funding priorities, and quite frankly, the mass chaos that it seems to be creating. And we had a very great session, lively interaction with the crowd, and everyone appears a little bit scared, but everyone is also ready to work through it. I think predominantly we're all in the same boat. We're all thinking and feeling the same way. I think you can see the difference in experience levels in the organization. The people that are older, like myself, I guess, it doesn't quite make them as nervous because they've seen chaotic scenes before. For some that may not have seen as much of these kinds of activities, they may be a little bit more nervous, more anxious, because, quite frankly, they don't know where their money is going to come from right now. And I think part of the conversation was to be encouraging. At least that's what I was trying to be, encouraging that it'll be okay. They just got to keep going and look outside the box on how to get things done and how to deal with the unpredictable nature of what's happening right now, but also of life itself. First off, any of these trends, I have not personally seen them. I am just watching what's happening out there, and when one area of business, be it in pharmaceutical or business, has problems or challenges, be it from a regulatory basis or any other challenge, the money usually will flow to those that have maybe less challenges, or let's call it barriers. If one therapeutic area has more challenges or more regulatory barriers to success, therefore the probability of commercial success, unfortunately, it does come down to some level of dollar, then companies will tend to move their funding to things of more likely probability of success. Around funding, I think the session, there was clearly some areas in which people are starting to think differently. Okay, if I can't get an NIH grant, are there other sources of funding? There are, but you got to go work for them, and you got to get out there and try to be creative. And from what I could hear there are definitely some that are already being creative, and there are some that are like, I think have some ideas. So I'm hoping they'll be able to take some of those ideas forward. The specific regulations, I don't really want to get into exactly which ones. I think anyone who's been in the industry a while has a few. There's always a few in different areas of regulatory. I'm in the CMC side, so I have a few that in my mind are just, why do we do that? But you adjust and all those kind of things. So, but I do know that pharma as a core, I know there are industry trade groups that are in collaboration, and as they do all the time, and are trying to put together a list of proposals to go up to FDA of ones that we suggest would be good to get rid of, and with the right rationale. Now, you may be successful, you may not. I think there'll be some level of which there will be some that'll be good to just, all right, we just take it off the books because it might not be doing anybody any good. So we'll see.